All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in as it is the first night of the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series as these drivers are jumping out onto the racetrack with these dirt street stocks here at Lucas Oil Speedway. These drivers are all loaded in and ready to go as they jump out onto the racetrack here for a quick qualifying session. They're going to have 2 laps to lay down their quickest lap time here, as we're going to get ready to set our starting lineup here for heat race number 1 in just a few more moments as these guys they've been practicing, man. They've had a little bit of a good off season. They've been, running other series. They've been getting primed and ready for this one, and these guys are ready to pounce on any opportunity they can to be able to work their way to the front of the field, and here you go. First night of the series kicking off right now as you see that 789 ride of Garrett Marshall, the 26 ride of Matt Fletchell out there onto the racetrack. As these drivers get all loaded up and ready to go here, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, you guys know what to do, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button, tag your friends, tag your family, get them in here. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that heckin' subscribe button as we continue to build over there as well. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be one heck of a show here. These guys look to put on a heck of a race here for us tonight, chat. They look to put on one heck of a race here for us. See Dane Lloyd out there in the 9 ride. Gailey out there as well. Yo, John Fowler coming in with that heart reaction. What is good, John boy? Let's go, my boy. Let's go, homie. Susie Dickinson coming in with that like on the stream. Clifford Bellomy coming in with that share. Let's go, Clifford. Matty, my boy, Mr. Fletchell up in the house. What is good, Matty? What is good, my boy? Matty coming in, showing that love as well. Smashing that heart reaction. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. What's good, Matty? What is good, my boy? All right, chat. Here we go, man. These guys getting ready to get rocking and rolling. You see Clifford Bellomy. This race is presented by Clifford Bellomy right now, chat. So welcome in to the Not Saving the Best for Last 40 presented by Clifford Bellomy. Let's go, baby. Let's go, chat. Oh, baby, I'm pumped up for this one. This Thursday, Slim, let's go. You know it, homie. You know it, homie. Thursday night, let's go, Carlos Barnes. Oh, Carlos is in this? Oh, no. Series is over. No, I'm just kidding. Stream's done. Carlos is in here. No, I'm just kidding. Good old Carlos Barnes. Carlos Barnes at the top of the speed charts right now with the quickest lap time. Garrett Marshall and Jim Revis rounding out our top 3 quickest lap times here in qualifying as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1 as these drivers start to load into the sim here. They're going to start lining up here on the front stretch. Woo! Oh! Oh! All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, Seth Castle coming in with that heart reaction. Reed Sanders coming in with the heart reaction and the share on the stream. John Garrett coming in with that like on the stream as well. Jeeper McJeeper, what is good, Jeeper? Jeeper coming in with that heart reaction. What is good, Jeeper? What is good, my boy? Yo, what is good, homie? What is good, my boy? Yo, DWRJRE Racing coming in with that share on the stream as well. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. As we're going to get ready here for heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 about to get underway. Whew! Starting on the pole in this one. See if we can get a good look at it. There we go. It is the NLR Next Level Racing Ride of Charles Barnes in the 21C. To his outside in that iracing I flag. Papa Mike Promotions DWR number 57. That is Jim Revis. Starting inside of row number 2 in that 3C ride is a Hot Lap Heroes machine. That is Colby Collins. Into his outside in the 37 ride, that is another one of the Hot Lap Heroes machines. That is Brandon Marlowe. This one is absolutely filled with these hot lap hero machines as we get another one right there in the 422 machine. That is Jordan McAvoy into his outside in the 51 ride. That is Jacob Lassiter. Starting inside of row number 4 in the 26 machine, that is Matt Fletchell into his outside in the 9 ride. That is Dane Lloyd. Already a little bit of contact there as these guys already given the bumper, as right there behind Matt Fletchell in that 46 machine. That is one of his teammates in the Shocker Motorsports number 46 ride. That is Wayne Pearson bringing up the rear of the field in the 13 machine. That is Trevor Mattingly. So we got 10 drivers here in heat race number 1. 4 drivers are going to transfer through to the A-Main as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here with our first heat race of the series here for the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series. This is the not saving the best for last 40 presented by Clifford Bellomy as we get ready to rock and roll here. Our pace truck is going to make the hard right-hand turn, head down pit side here, and that's going to give it all to Charles Barnes as he gets to set the pace here, and he is going to fire as soon as that flag man drops that green flag out of corner number 4. 21C and Jim Revis down into 3 and out of corner number 4. Our official's gonna set them loose as we are green flag racing here with the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series here at Lucas Oil Speedway. Charles Barnes quickly out in front as he clears the 57 ride of Revis as he leads them down the backstretch into 3 and out of corner number 4. Charles Barnes is gonna lead the way here and lead lap number 1. Jim Revis and Colby Collins battling side by side right there for that second position on the racetrack as they continue to beat and bang here. Right there behind them, you see Brandon Marlowe, Jacob Lassiter working his way towards the front as well. Lassiter now up inside the top 5. Here comes Matt Fletchell. Fletchell from back in 9th, now up to 6th. He's working his way towards the front here as they start to get a little bit of a gap between the top 5 and the bottom 5 here. But the battling has not died down one little bit here between Jim Revis and Colby Collins as Collins continues to try to keep it right there on the bottom side of the racetrack, right to the inside of that 57 ride, but slowly but surely looks like that high side might be coming in a little bit better as Jim Revis is going to clear that 3C ride, and he's going to take that second spot here by himself. But now it is Colby Collins and Brandon Marlowe, a pair of teammates there in the Hot Lap Heroes rides, right there in 3rd, 4th, and in 5th position as Jacob Lassiter has thrown his hat into this battle here as he's right there as well. But it looks like maybe that bottom side coming in here as Matt Fletchell's trying to jump right in there. Fletchell really drove it in strong down on the bottom side of the racetrack that time by. Here he goes again as he's trying to get right there to the back bumper of that 51 machine. As they're all battling as only 4 drivers are going to transfer through here as we're going to see the white flag fly this next time by as we get 2 more laps left to go. So down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. Here comes that white flag for Mr. Charles Barnes as Barnes continues to show him how to get it done here at Lucas Oil. Jim Revis right there in second. I don't think he's going to have enough time to get there as they head down through corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's the elite number 21. See the next level racing ride of Charles Barnes picking up heat race number 1. Charles Barnes getting it done. Jim Revis, Brandon Marlowe, and Jacob Lassiter rounding out our top 4 cars to make it into the A-Main. Everybody else is unfortunately going to a consolation race. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed that show right there, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button as we're going to get ready to start rocking and rolling here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 already loading up here onto the sim. As you can see, these drivers already right there behind our official iRacing pace truck as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Yo, Colby Collins coming in with that like and the share on the stream. Matt Crow coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Matt? What is good, my boy? Odellski, Odell Gaming coming in with that like and the share. What is good, Odell? Mark Mitchell coming in with that share as well. Kevin Odell coming in with the like and the share as well on his personal. Bryce Dickinson coming in with that like. Caleb Ramsey coming in with that like. Let's go, Caleb. Let's go, my boy Michael Dickinson coming in with that like and the share. What is good, Papa Mike? How you doing? Susie Dickinson, Mama Bear coming in showing the love as well. Mama Bear, much love. Love always seeing you in here, Mama Bear. Coming in, showing that love. Yo, Brett Taylor, Arthur Wilson coming in with the likes as well. Austin Wormuth coming in with that like. Mr. Tony Whipperman, Whippersnapper coming in. What is good, Whippersnapper coming in with that like and the share as well. What's going on, my guy? Oh, you know what's going on, baby. Some wicked racing action as we're going to get ready to rock and roll here for heat race number 2. These drivers out on the racetrack here, starting on the pole in this one in that 789 ride. That is Garrett Marshall in the Hot Lap Heroes machine. To his outside in the 27 ride, that is Cade Galley. And starting inside of row number 2 in the 44, that is Chad Marshall. To his outside in the 15 ride, that is Swede Melgard. And starting inside of row number 3 in the I do believe that is the 07 ride. That actually in the 27 ride is Jason Crow, and to his outside in the 07 is Mark Mitchell. Then we see Clifford, Bellomy, Daryl Larson, and Bobby Mattingly rounding out our field as we are back to green flag racing here. Is the green flag back out in the air? No Dirt Series tonight. No Dirt Series, Cameron. Unfortunately, I am no longer doing the Dirt Series broadcast. I had to step away from that series to, get some different stuff in here and, expand my horizons. As Garrett Marshall is out in front here. Chad Marshall trying to hold on to position number 2 here as he takes that spot away from Cade Galley, as Galley now has that 15 ride of Swede Melgard right there to his inside. Got a pair of those 27 rides right there trying to work that high side of the racetrack as Jason Crow trying to get right in behind Cade Galley here. Maybe try to work and use that high lane here to get around Swede Melgard. As you see the 07 ride of Mark Mitchell doing a great job here as he's holding off Daryl Larson and Clifford Bellomy. And unfortunately, Bobby Mattingly sliding back there as he's starting to lose touch from the 002 machine of Clifford Bellomy, as Bellomy there in position number 8, but Bobby Mattingly sliding back a little bit. But one driver who isn't sliding back, that's the 789 ride of Garrett Marshall, as Marshall out in front here and stretching out his lead ever so slightly as he's out to about a 6/10 of a second lead now over the 44 ride of Chad Marshall, as Marshall right there in position number 2 trying to close that gap, is still side by side battling for that 3rd and 4th position on the racetrack. You see Cade Galley up through the middle in the 15 ride of Swede Melgard down the bottom side. They're finally going to go single file here. Swede jumps up and fills that hole between the 227 rides as he continues to try to stay there in that 4th and final transfer spot. As these guys continue to beat and bang here, we're going to see that white flag fly one more time around here for Garrett Marshall in that 789 machine as he heads down the backstretch into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's going to be Garrett Marshall picking up heat race win number 2. Chad Marshall there in 2nd, Cade Galley in 3rd, and Swede Melgard there in that 4th position. Jason Crow, Mark Mitchell, Daryl Larson, Bobby Mattingly, and Clifford Bellomy rounding out the field there as we're going to get ready here for our B main event. Our B main about to get underway. I do believe everybody is going to make it into the show here. I think they were expecting to have a few more drivers that unfortunately didn't show up, but we got 11 drivers here going to get out there for these for this B main consolation race. They're going to battle it out. They're going to duke it out. This is going to basically start that rear of the field kind of starting lineup here. So they're going to jump out there and they're going to make sure that, their cars are still working good. They're going to get that little bit of extra practice, that little bit of extra seat time in behind the wheel, and they're going to be able to see what their cars can handle out there on the track, as we're going to get ready here for our B main consolation race. And starting on the pole in this one, it's the 3C ride of Kobe Collins, as Collins starting there in the top spot. To his outside in the 27 ride, that is Jason Crow. Then we see in position number 3, the 26 rider, Matt Fletchel, and alongside him in the 07, that is Daryl Larson. Looks like Larson getting a little bit of a push there, getting a little bit of a bump start. Starting in position number 5 in the 9 ride, that is Dane Lloyd, and to his outside in the, I do believe the 5 ride, is Daryl Larson. Then we'll see Trevor Mattingly start there in 7. Clifford Bellomy to his outside. The 46 rider, Wayne Pierce, Bobby Mattingly, and Jordan McAvoy rounding out our field here of 11 drivers for this B main consolation race. All right, as we get ready to rock and roll here, little bit of B main action out here on the racetrack. Woo! This is going to be a show, baby. This is going to be one heck of a show. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be a lot of fun out there, Chad, as these guys look to put on a heck of a show here for us. And here you go as our B main underway. Colby Collins out in front as Collins leads them down into backstretch here and into corner number 3. You see Matt Fletchel already with a good run down there on the bottom side of the racetrack, as here comes Fletchel. Fletchel trying to take that second spot away here as he's worked his way up into that second position. Colby Collins still out in front as the 27 ride and the 26 ride battle side by side there. You can see those two continuing to duke it out as the 26 of Matt Fletchel wants to try to take that spot away, but Jason Crow says not today and not so easily. He's going to stay right there to his outside and continue to battle him as hard as he can. Colby Collins doing a perfect job here, keeping that 3C machine out in front as he continues to lead the way here. Still side by side is Fletchel and the 27 ride of Jason Crow as they continue to duke it out right there for that second position on the racetrack. These two putting on a heck of a show right behind our leader as the laps continue to click off here. We're about halfway in and halfway to go here for our B main consolation race. As you see, Dane Lloyd's been right there nipping at these two's heels as now he's going to try to fall in line behind the 26 as now Fletchel slides up and clears that 27 ride of Jason Crow. So Crow finally sliding back there to third as Matt Fletchel jumps up and takes that second spot away, and he's going to stay right up there on the high side. Now Dane Lloyd going to try to use the bottom of the racetrack here to do the same thing that Fletchel did. We'll have to see if he can get by him a little bit quicker here as Lloyd continues to try to work that bottom side of the track. As you see Daryl Larson and Trevor Mattingly battle here. This is for the 5th and 6th position on the racetrack. Trevor with a good run there on the high side. He's going to stay there in position number 5 as you see Jordan McAvoy slowly but surely working his way towards the front here in that 422 machine as the Hot Lap Heroes ride slowly but surely working his way towards the front here after starting back in the last spot here in heat race number, actually this is a B main number 1 here as Bobby Mattingly right there behind him. Clifford Bellomy right there as well. Bellomy in that 002 ride looking to have a little bit better of a run here as I know he would like to be, up into the top 10 battling for a race that he's putting on here for us. as this race is presented by that 002 machine, as the white flag has been thrown here one more time around for Colby Collins. So Collins down the backstretch with about a 7/10 of a second lead over Fletchel and Jason Crow. Out of corner number 4, it's going to be Colby Collins picking up the B main win. Collins, that B main hero, picking up the win here with Matt Fletchel, Jason Crow, Dane Lloyd, Trevor Mattingly, Daryl Larson, Jordan McAvoy, Bobby Mattingly, Wayne Pierce, Clifford Bellomy, and Mark Mitchell rounding out our field there in our B main. What a run, what a race right there. That was a lot of fun, man. That was some good, clean racing, just a lot of good fun out there on the racetrack. We saw some great battling there between Jason Crow and Matt Fletchel, as those two battled side by side for so many laps. As these cars are going to jump out onto the racetrack, they get a quick 30 seconds or so left here of a little bit of a warm-up session, just quickly jumping out there, getting ready to go in this one. As, man, ladies and gentlemen, what a show these drivers have already put on for us, and I'm so happy to have each and every one of you guys here to enjoy this one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to get ready here for our A main feature event, as these drivers start to load into the sim behind our official iRacing pace truck down here on the front stretch of Lucas Oil Speedway. Starting on the pole in this one is that 21C ride, the next level racing machine of Charles Barnes. To his outside in the 789, that is the Hot Lap Heroes machine of Garrett Marshall. Starting in position number 3 in that iRacing iFlag Papa Mike Promotions DWR ride, that is the 57 of Jim Revis. Starting outside of row number 2, it's another one of the Hot Lap Heroes machines. That is the 44 ride of Chad Marshall. Starting inside of row number 3 in the 37 machine, that is Brandon Marlowe. Into his outside in the 27, that is Cade Galley. Starting in position number 7 in the 51 ride, that is Jacob Lassiter. Into his outside in the 15 machine, that is Swede Melgard. Starting in position number 9 in the 3C ride is our B main race winner. That is Colby Collins. Into his outside, rounding out our top 10 is the 26 machine of Matt Fletchel. Starting in position number 11 in the 27 ride, that is Jason Crow. To his outside, that is the 9 machine of Dane Lloyd. Then we see Trevor Mattingly there in 13th. Daryl Larson starting in 14th. Jordan McAvoy there in 50th. Bobby Mattingly to his outside with Wayne Pierce there in 17th. Clifford Bellomy starting in 18th and bringing up the rear of the field, the 07 ride of Mark Mitchell. As we're going to end all the anticipation with our feature presentation, as we are green flag racing here with the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series, as these guys are green flag racing here at Lucas Oil Speedway. And around goes Jason Crow. Crow is going to go around, and the caution flag is going to quickly come out here in this one. All right, as that caution flag coming out very quickly here, as you saw that 27 ride unfortunately going around, as we're going to get ready stack these drivers back up and get ready to go back at it here. Yo, Richard Grimm coming in with that like on the stream. Frank Fonda coming in with that like on the stream. Hot Lap Heroes Racing coming in with that like and the share. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It is the Wheelman Winter Nationals. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, chat. Ken Wormuth coming in with that like on the stream. Charles Barnes coming in with that share. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it, chat. Oh, baby. Let's take a look back here and see what happens, as I'm assuming it's going to be the 13 ride of, I believe that is Trevor Mattingly, unfortunately getting into the back of Jason Crow here, giving him a little bit of that chrome bumper there. He's just going to drive it in, I think, a little bit deeper right there. Just get into that left rear. He hits the Infield tractor tire. There's the first Infield tractor tire to be hit here for the season by Jason Crow, as Crow gets the first one out of the way here early on in this one, as we were just taking that green flag. We're going to stack them back up here, and we're going to get ready to set them back loose, as out in front, Charles Barnes and Garrett Marshall look to lead us back down here to the green flag for the second time, as Barnes at a corner number 4. He's going to fire, and he is going to get a great launch here. He's going to clear that 789 ride of Garrett Marshall, and he's going to take the lead all by himself down through corner 1 and 2. He's going to lead him down the backstretch here, as Charles Barnes out in front, as you see almost a little 3-wide battle here, back for that second spot, as here comes Jim Revis and Brandon Marlowe, as they both work their way around the 44 ride of Chad Marshall, as Marshall getting a little tight there. Here comes Jacob Lassiter. Here comes the 15 ride of Swede Melgard, as well as Cade Galley, all over that 44 ride's back bumper. Cade trying to find a way to get around Chad Marshall right now, but he can't, unfortunately, as now he's got Matt Fletchell right there closing in on his back bumper, as it's an absolute dogfight all around this racetrack. These drivers are battling all throughout this field, as you still see Jim Revis and Brandon Marlowe battling side by side back here. That is for that third position on the racetrack. Side by side goes Jacob Lassiter in the 44 ride of Chad Marshall. So it looks like Marshall starting to get a little bit more into it here, starting to come a little bit more alive, as he's trying to battle back strong here, as he's worked his way back up to the back bumper here of Jacob Lassiter. So 44 ride trying to move forward even more, as here comes Matt Fletchell. Fletchell up there on the high side, looking to pass the 15 ride of Swede Melgard. He's going to get a good run here. He's going to make that pass, as now he's working on the 27 ride of Cade Galley for position number 7. So Fletchell looking like he's on the move here towards the front of the field. Mark Mitchell also working his way towards the front as well. He started at the rear of the field here, back in 19th position. He's now worked his way up into 14th here, so he's made a few passes, trying to work his way towards the front, as he's got Clifford Bellomy right there in front of him. See Colby Collins, unfortunately, there for Colby. Colby's been sliding back here all race long, as now the 3C ride, our B main winner, back there in position number 18, battling with Wayne Pierce and that 27 ride of Jason Crow, as it looks like Crow has just not been able to work his way towards the front here. After getting in that early accident, he's been kind of stuck right back there, as we see Trevor Mattingly, the counterpart to that incident. He's worked his way now up into the top 15 here, and still trying to make some passes deeper in the field. But out in front, it is still Charles Barnes, as Barnes continues to lead the way. And there it is. We were just talking about Colby Collins, and unfortunately he goes around. He's going to take that ride down pit side. No caution flag. We're going to keep it clean and green, but a heartbreak there for Colby Collins after picking up that B main win, looking very, very stout. Unfortunately, an early end to his evening here. As out in front, it's still Charles Barnes, Garrett Marshall right there in second. Jim Revis and Brandon Marlowe continue to battle here for that third spot on the racetrack. They got Jacob Lassiter right there behind them. As these guys continue to duke it out, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump into a quick Peacemaker Gaming Crank It Up. So crank up that volume and cheer on your favorite driver, as we're going to crank it up. just continue to battle all around the racetrack. These guys continuing to duke it out here at the front of the field. It's the 57 ride of Jim Revis and Garrett Marshall continuing to battle side by side here for that third spot on the racetrack. Give the advantage right now by half a car length to that number 57 ride, as he's just barely out in front of the 37 of Brandon Marlowe, but they're still right there neck in neck, but out in front all by himself. It's that 21C ride of Charles Barnes, as he's gonna get 10 more laps left to go here. 10 more laps left to go for Charles Barnes as he leads the way. Garrett Marshall right there in second, but Marshall about 2 seconds back as Charles Barnes is out in front here by a solid 2-second lead now. Behind Garrett Marshall, we've been watching this battle here between the 37 ride and the 57 machine. They've been side by side here pretty much all night long, battling door to door here around Lucas Oil Speedway, as they've been putting on a heck of a show. You've seen Cade Galley right there on their back bumper, the 51 ride of Jacob Lassiter as well, and now we see Matt Fletchel slowly but surely. Fletchel has worked his way into this picture as well, as Fletchel's right there in that 6th position as he's trying to jump up there. I think he'd be able to make some more moves if he could just maybe get around that 27 ride of Cade Galley, but Galley's right there in the exact same tire line as what the 26 ride would like to be, as he's been all over his back bumper just trying to find a way to get around him as these guys continue to duke it out. Charles Barnes, though, out in front is just absolutely clicking these laps off, as now he's got the 07 ride of Mark Mitchell there in front of him, trying to put Mitchell down a lap. Mitchell, unfortunately, was sliding forward. He was moving pretty good earlier on, but now he's been sliding back here as that Infield Tractor Tire Super Series number 07 ride has been sliding back here, as he is back into position number 17 now, as 5 more laps left to go for the NLR Elite Performance Industries number 21C of Charles Barnes, as Barnes continues to lead the way here. Yo, Lonnie Gear, Sean Stomo coming in, smashing that like on the stream. What is good, boys? As they guys coming in, showing that love. Charles Barnes out in front still by about 4.5 seconds now over Garrett Marshall, Jim Revis, and Brandon Marlowe still side by side here, as now Jacob Lassiter's worked his way around Matt Fletchel's. Fletchel's slid back a little bit here, as now he's still stuck behind the 27 ride of Cade Galley, but the 51 ride of Jacob Lassiter trying to jump up there and take that top 5 away from Cade Galley. As out of corner number 2 there, down into corner number 1, we're going to see the 21C ride of Charles Barnes with 2 more laps left to go here, as he tries to make the pass here and put the 07 ride down a lap. Out of corner number 4, though, we're going to see that white flag fly. So one more time around here for Charles Barnes. Barnes with one more time down the backstretch here, looking picture perfect down into corner number 3 and out of corner number 4. It's going to be all Charles Barnes in that Elite Performance Industries number 21C ride, as he picks up the checkered flag here in the first race of the series for the Wheelman Winter Racing here, man. What a run, what a race here for that 21C ride, as, man, what a way to kick off the series. A wonderful, wonderful race here at the beautiful Lucas Oil Speedway, and a dominant performance there from the 21C ride, as he picks up a absolutely wicked win. A Sunday drive, 100% a Sunday drive out there, Brycey Bear, 100%. Super clean racing, Sean, super clean racing. A lot of good racing out here with these boys. Susie Dickinson coming in with that exclamation mark followage with the 270 days of being a follower. Susie, Mama Bear coming in with all that love in the 270 days of followage. It feels like it's been a lifetime, because I've been enjoying every single moment of it. Everyone cheering on the boys here as these guys have been putting on a heck of a run, a heck of a race here for us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see those checkered flags up in the stream here. Let's see those checkered flag emotes up in the stream for Mr. Charles Barnes as he gets the job done here tonight, picking up the checkered flag, man. What a run, what a race here for Mr. Charles Barnes. Congratulations, Charles, as we're going to jump right into the Discord here, and we're going to pull our top 3 here into the Discord. As we're going to jump right in here, and yeah, this actually works out perfectly, Bryce, for our series. That's why I kind of wanted to go 15 minutes back farther, as this is going to give me 15 minutes or 20 minutes to kind of get this stream with like the Discord and then everything else, and then we'll have about 15 minutes of practice into our series or whatever. I think it'll line up perfectly. It's going to line up absolutely mint. Beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to jump up here into the broadcast booth as we're going to pull our race winner here in for a post-race interview. Let me see if we can find him here. Okay, doesn't look like he's in the Discord, so maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we're not doing post-race interviews this year, Chad. I don't know. Where's the people at? Where's the people at? Trying to figure it out. Trying to see. Not going to make interview. Okay, so Charles isn't going to make the interview, unfortunately. No Charles Barnes here for the interview tonight. Don't know if maybe we can get Jim up in here and Garrett possibly. We should be able to get Garrett and Jim up into the broadcast booth. All right, so no words, unfortunately, for Charles Barnes. Charles with a heck of a run here. A good race. Gotta have a mic check. Gotta have a mic check. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pull our second place finisher, I guess, Garrett Marshall, up into the Discord here. Garrett coming home in position number 2 here tonight, man. A wicked run here for that 789 ride. Let's bring him up here into the broadcast booth. Hey, Garrett, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Aaron.
Garrett, my boy, a great run out there tonight, man. That car looked very, very clean and very fast, but unfortunately, just a little bit off compared to that 21C ride. But man, you guys were the class of the field here all night long, and you made it look a lot of fun out there, just running some good laps, having a nice little Sunday drive there, trying to hang with that 21C ride as you two pull away from the rest of the field, and you come home with a very solid and very easy second place finish here tonight, and a great way to start off the series.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Anytime I can run up there with those guys, it's a win in my book. I didn't expect to finish second. That was a surprise to me. About 10 to go, I was just like, let's just make it through this.
Exactly. Well, I think what helped you out for a lot of times is Jim Revis and Brandon Marlowe were pretty much side by side all night long there behind you. So I think with them battling side by side, it just continued to allow you and Charles to pull farther and farther away, and with a lot of very, very clean racing and you know, no like one caution flag. There really wasn't a whole lot of action going around, so there wasn't a lot of you know, restarts or anything else to have to deal with. So it really allowed you guys to get a good lead on the rest of the field and just kind of slowly pull away from everybody else.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, I saw them in my rear view and they were battling, and that helped me out a lot. And if there would have been a restart, I would have lost 4 places. That's what I always do on restarts. So I'm glad we didn't have to do that.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, Garrett. Well, congrats on the solid second place run here tonight, man. A great start to the series. Who would you like to thank for such a strong performance here tonight?
All the guys at Hot Lap Heroes. They keep us running all the time with setups and all that stuff. You for putting this on. Billy over at the Infield Tractor Tire for allowing us to use his name in this series. It's a great series. Just try to keep it going, man. I'm kind of glad I didn't win because not that I had a chance, but next week's midgets and Charles gets an EOL in midgets, and I don't know if that's the best place to be.
Yeah, I don't think that is ever the best place to be. I
Yeah.
forgot you guys did that. If you guys win the week before, the next race, you take that EOL. So, yeah, that's gonna be something that you really want to keep your mind on, and everything else for some of those races is gonna be that EOL feature for the next
Yeah.
race.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I didn't have a chance to win. Charles was on the rails tonight, but I'm kind of glad I did not win. So
Exactly.
there's that.
Exactly. All right, Garrett. Well, congrats on the second place run here, man. We look forward to seeing you next week, and hopefully back down here in the broadcast booth, maybe one spot better.
Yep. I appreciate it, Aaron.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful night.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Mr. Garrett Marshall coming home there in position number 2, man. A great race, a great run. Hard charger, Jordan. You got the hard charger, my boy? You got the hard charger? Mr. Jordan McAvoy. Where'd you finish? You finished 10th? Okay, so yeah, you did move up quite a bit. You did move up quite a bit. Who else possibly would have been close to that? Mark was probably in position for that, but then he slid back a few spots there late in the race. Matt only went up 4. Yeah, you definitely probably got that hard charger, my boy. 100%. 100% McAvoy, 100% my homie, 100% my boy. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, and hit that gosh hackin' follow button. Or if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button over there as we continue to pump out the content and continue to try to grow more and more and more over there. We just went over 100 subscribers. We're going to continue to push and grow and grow and grow more over there as we continue to build up over on the YouTube side of things. As we're going to pull our third place finisher in now. It is the 57 ride of Jim Revis coming home in position number 3. Jim, you got a copy, my boy?
Yeah, hey, what's going on, Aaron?
Not much, Jim. Congratulations. A solid third place run here tonight, man. It looked like you guys were having a lot of fun out there as you and Brandon Marlowe battled side by side for so many laps out there on the racetrack. Looked like you guys were just having a blast out there.
Oh, we was, man. I think me and Brandon damn near raced the whole race, all 40 laps side by side. Didn't touch once, man. That's that's a good racer right there for you.
Absolutely, man. That is some very, very good, clean racing out there on the racetrack as you guys continued to battle there, and especially for how tricky this track continued to change and how slick it got there towards the end where, he wasn't sliding up the racetrack or setting it in there too deep going in and, door slamming you or anything else, man. It was some wicked, wicked racing action there between the two of you guys, and it made for a lot of interesting things even right there behind you guys as you guys continued to battle. We saw Cade Galley go up there and try to get around you guys or try to help one of you guys kind of clear each other. We saw Jacob Lassiter there, Swede Melgard, Matt Fletchel, all those guys jumping up and trying to battle to try and move around all these other people as well.
Yeah, I geared. I was hoping it was going to go top side. I geared for the top side, and dude, I was way too high geared to be running that bottom or middle. And man, I'm just lucky I got third. With Brandon racing clean. And like I said, I bet you we ran the whole race side by side and didn't touch once, man. Hats off to Brandon. One hell of a race.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You guys put on a heck of a show, Jim. But a good way to start the series here. A good race here at Lucas Oil Speedway for yourself and that iRacing iFlag team. Jim, who would you like to thank here tonight for such a strong performance coming home in that third spot?
I gotta give shout outs to our sponsors, man. Without them, we couldn't be doing what we're doing. We got iRacing iFlag, Papa Mike Promotions, Bell's Bullies, JD Landscape Supply, Eagle One Graphics, Junk Fabrication, Sweet Tea Gang, Schuler Chassis, and huge shout out to the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series for putting the street stocks on again, man. The last time they had them, I had a blast in here. The guys over at Hot Lap Heroes, dude, for, like I said, putting the show on. And as always, man, Aaron, you for broadcasting, and hope do it again next week.
Absolutely, my boy. We hope to see you back down here at the broadcast booth next week, as I do believe we're jumping into the Dirt Midgets next week. So that's going to be a very interesting show for that one.
Well, you're gonna be in for a show because I never run those.
Yeah, they're a little bit of a handful. They are pretty those things are pretty wild. So it's definitely going to be an interesting show to say the least. But Jim, congrats on the solid third place run and a great way to kick off this Infield Tractor Tire Super Series, the Winter Wheelman Series, as these guys continue to run some wicked races and wicked series here for all of us to enjoy. Not only myself, but all the drivers as well, as this has been some wicked racing with this league.
Yeah, it always is with this league, man. Like I said, I've ran the street stocks with them. I've ran the big block late models, and every time, man, it's a blast running this series.
Absolutely, Jim. Well, congrats on the third place run here. Hopefully, we'll see you back down here next week.
All righty, thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Have yourself a wonderful night.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our third place finisher, Mr. Jim Revis, as he comes home in position number 3 here tonight. And unfortunately, still, we're not going to have Carlos Barnes, our race winner. Unfortunately, he couldn't get out there and, be in these interviews. So no Carlos Barnes. Charles Barnes, unfortunately, not going to be joining us for post-race interviews. That means we're going to be pulling in our hard charger, the 422 rider, Jordan McAvoy, as Jordan coming home in position number 10. But picking up that hard charger award, man, that's a good run. That's a good run. Maddie, my boy Maddie, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see some hashtags or something up in the chat here. Let's see some hashtags 422s up in the chat here for Jordan McAvoy picking up that hard charger award. Maybe a couple of hashtag hard chargers up there for Mr. Jordan McAvoy as he comes home and picks up that hard charger award. A nice little extra payday, an extra $10 into his pocket as we're going to pull him down here into the broadcast booth. Hey, Jordan, it's Aaron up here in the Peacemaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Not much. Jordan, my boy, picking up that hard charger award. Not quite the night I know you wanted, as I figure, you'd want to be up here in the broadcast booth, in a solid top 3 battle. But unfortunately, you didn't get up into the top 5 quite in time. Maybe ran out of, racing room there as, you were back there battling with so many drivers trying to work your way towards the front of the field. And, only getting that one caution flag didn't really tighten everyone up as much as you'd probably like to be able to move forward even more, as you were able to work your way up into that 10th position and pick up that hard charger award. Take us back through the race, man, and how you ended up where you did and where you think you'd like to be.
I mean, would have liked to see a couple more yellows, get the field bunch back up. That would have helped me a little bit, I feel like. Really got stuck on the bottom and just had to really just be easy on the throttle and watch them tires down there like I did in the heat race. I didn't want to do that again, so yeah, just take my time, try to pass people when I could, and make my way to the top when I had a chance, and just fold and suit then.
Absolutely, man, but still passing a lot of cars out there, looking like you guys were having a lot of fun out there on the racetrack, as you saw a lot of good side-by-side battles and, not a whole lot of beating and banging, as it was a very, very good, clean race. And as we said, there was only that one caution flag, so not a whole lot of opportunities to make passes on restarts, as you only had that one opportunity, and that was at the beginning of the race. That was lap number 1 right out of the get-go that we had that first caution flag. So basically went green flag racing for 39 laps there. It doesn't give you a whole lot of time to make a lot of passes.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it's always fun to race side by side with everybody and just race clean, race hard. And I mean, I think me and Daryl raced side by side for, I don't know, probably 10, 15 laps, and we didn't touch each other once. So, I mean, we all give each other room, race clean, have fun, and that's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Matt Fletcher wants to know if you would like to do some karaoke for us.
I mean, I would love to, but I don't think the stream would be ready for it right now.
I don't want to lose my panties anyways,
Yeah, I know that's right.
Exactly. All right, Jordan. Well, congrats on picking up the hard charger award, my boy. A great run, a great drive, and hopefully we'll see you down here maybe in the broadcast booth for a solid top 3 run next week in those dirt midgets.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to. That's my favorite one on the list. So I just want to give a shout out real quick to the Moose Ranch for sponsoring the hard charger tonight. He's a good guy, so big shout out to Marco there.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Huge shout out to him and to all of our sponsors here in this one as these guys came together to put on a heck of a series and a heck of a race here for all of us tonight.
Yep. Thanks, man.
All right. Thank you, Jordan. Have yourself a wonderful evening.
Hey, you too, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Jordan McAvoy in the 422 ride. A voice of an angel. A voice of an angel. That's what I like to hear. Well, I'm kind of like the voice of Fergie in Jesus, so I think we would we do pretty good, Maddie. We do pretty good, me and Jordan. I think we'd have to do some sort of a duet, you know. Maybe some Grease or something, you know. I got chills, they're multiplying. And I'm losing control from the power you're supplying. It's electrifying. I think we could do it. I'll do the John Trevino or what the fuck. Yeah. And he'll do the girl, I'll do the guy, he'll do the girl. See, I'm not always catfishing. I don't know, sometimes maybe. Yo, Charlie Pierce coming in with that like on the stream. What is good, Charlie? Charlie coming in, smashing that like on the stream as well. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream, hit that share button, hit that follow button, or if you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that gosh heckin' subscribe button as we continue to build over there on the Red site as we continue to keep on growing more and more and more here on Peacemaker Gaming. There we go. Jesse Edmondson coming in with that like on the stream as well to hit that 30 reactions on the stream, man. Much appreciated. Jesse coming in, showing that love. All right, chat. Unfortunately, that is going to do it for us here in this one, man. A great way to kick off the series here, man, as these guys put on one heck of a show here for us all night long. We saw some wicked racing action, a lot of good side-by-side battling here tonight, and a lot of, you know, these guys were having a ton of fun out there, man. These guys were definitely having a ton of fun battling out there all around this racetrack consistently, lap after lap after lap, having a lot of fun doing, you know, what they like to do, and that's from these street stocks, man. Everyone likes these street stocks. They're just a ton of fun to watch and a ton of fun to run here as these guys enjoy these street stocks. And next week, they all know that they're going to go into, you know, a lot of them are going to go into, you know, really unknown territory with these dirt midgets. And next Sunday night is going to be really crazy for those guys, as they're going to be beating and banging and battling with those dirt midgets, and it's going to create a lot of fun. I'm certain we're going to see a lot of mayhem. We only saw one quick caution flag for a little bit of a spin there, a little 360 there from you know, one of the drivers early on in the night, but that was it. That was the only caution flag we had all night. And I know next week we're going to see probably a few more incidences over that. We're probably going to see a few of those dirt midgets going upside down. I'm sure we're going to see a bunch of them get into the wall. We're going to see some action tomorrow. Like next Sunday, we're going to see a lot of action with those guys. And also next Sunday, we're going to get kicked off with our own series. We have a lot of the drivers that were in this one are also in our series. We've got a ton of other drivers as well, as we're going to get kicked off with the first night next Sunday of the 358 is the Great White North 358 modified series, as we're bringing the Great White North back in here for another series, another season here, as we're going to have a lot of races and a lot of racing and a lot of very fast drivers here next Sunday night. It'll get fired up right after this race for the Hot Lap Heroes, guys, for the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series. So soon as this series is done next Sunday, we're going to get right into the Peacemaker Great White North series, as we're going to get rocking and rolling with that one. But ladies and gentlemen, listen, thank y'all for tuning in, man. An absolutely awesome show, an absolutely awesome night. A huge thank you to, you know, Clifford, Bellomy for coming in and presenting the Not Saving the Best for Last 40 and the Infield Tractor Tire Super Series, the Winter Wheelman Series kicking off here tonight. A great run, and we're looking forward to the next 4 races of this series, as these guys are going to put on a heck of a show for us week after week after week. And I can't thank all of you guys enough for tuning in, showing up, and having a lot of fun with us up here in the chat. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I will see y'all tomorrow night. I don't know what we're going to be doing, but tomorrow night we're going to be doing something. I know it. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something. I don't know what it is, but we're going to do something tomorrow night. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out, baby. Oh, what a race. What a night. Oh, let's go.